Hello, friends. It has been so long since I've been here, and I won't hold us any longer. So, today we're going to get into a collective message. Source, what do we need to know most at this time for whoever's listening? That's what we want to get into today. But first, before we do that, let's take a few moments to ground ourselves and really feel into what we need, because the answers, the messages are already there all of the time. We just gotta slow down and tap in and tune in. So let's do that first. Just start with a few deep breaths. Okay, so before I even pull any cards, what I'm already feeling, hearing, sensing is that some of us feel like we're fighting our way through a blockage. We've had recent breakthroughs that we've been waiting on for a long time. The downloads are always coming. The synchronicities are always there. Things may have even started to feel like they come easier to you. However, we know there's ebbs and flows in life. So most recently, you've been feeling like there are these walls coming up. I'm seeing, like, if this was a video game, like Mario something or what, these walls are popping up. They're obstacles, and you're like, okay, I gotta hurdle over them. And yes, obstacles are gonna come in our journey so that we can learn, we can grow, right? But the way that you've been and the way that you're so used to going about things is, I'm gonna force my way through it. I'm gonna think my way, I'm gonna plan my way, I'm gonna pivot, and I'm gonna strategize and do it this way, and I'm gonna strategize and do it that way. Or maybe I'm not going hard enough. Let me go back to the drawing board. Let me do more, right? Let me fix it. Let me control it. Let me change it. Let me do something. How's that working for you? We know eventually it works, right? To an extent. And maybe not even eventually. Sometimes it works when we need it to, right then and there. However, let me offer this to you. A lot of times we know that we've got our guides around. We know that we've even got community, physical people around that can help us. But we are so set and stuck in our heads trying to do it all ourselves. You know, they say, let go, let God. You know, they say your guides are all around you. All you have to do is ask, right? Literally. But people like us, because we're so used to being strong, being independent, being smart, being intellectual, being a strategist, being all of these titles and accolades and, you know, all of those things. We're so used to operating in that fashion. So we forget that life is not hard. Life is easy. Life is meant to be so easy. Source sent us here, aka us. We sent ourselves here to have this full experience of ourselves, right? If we are Source, why would things not come easy to us, right? But we get so caught up in our minds and in the day-to-day systems that we are born and raised into. We get so caught up in that we forget that things are supposed to be easy. We forget the divinity, the power, the strength, the pleasure, the joy, the ease that live within us. We're all searching for it, right? We get these jobs, we create these businesses, these side hustles. We're chasing the dollar, we're chasing that bag. Why? We want freedom. We want to be able to have what we want, do what we want. But we're so stuck and focused on working so hard to get it. So I'm here to remind us all that's not the way. Hustle culture is dead. Hustle culture is dead. R.I.P., right? R.I.P. hustle culture. We honor you for the things that you taught us. We honor you for the things that you helped us to obtain. However, we recognize that we've done too much with you, right? It was never meant to get this out of hand, right? There's a time and there's a place to hustle and to control and to force and to push. And there's also a time to let things flow. Go with the flow. Let things be easy. Let things come to you. Not have to fix, enforce, and change things, right? Sometimes it's important to just let things be. So consider as you go through your day, how can I let things be easy for me? How can I allow myself to receive ease? Is it somebody holding the door for me? Is it somebody making my plate? Is it not answering calls because that might overwhelm my system today? Is it not doing my chores today because I don't feel like it? I don't have the energy. Like, what? How can you let ease fall into your lap today? All right, now that we've got that out of the way, Source, what else do you have for us? I am right now shuffling the Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. Source, what else guidance do you have? Thank you for that message. Thank you for this message we are about to receive for our collective highest and greatest good, so we can be our best selves, right? We tired of playing small. We're tired of masking and being other people. We're tired of diluting our potency. How can we rise and embody to be our best self? What do we need to know in this time to support us in doing that? Okay. So we are getting karmic relationships and activated earth. I'll show you real quick. Karmic relationships, activated earth. So I'm getting from these already. Remember, we're talking about how can we rise up into our power? How can we let things be easy? How can we exist and live the life that we know we came to live, right? We're tired of that other stuff. We ready for the real stuff now. So how can we do that and embody that right now? Source is saying, number one, the relationships that you're in that feel conflicting, that are causing conflict, where there may be tension, and this doesn't have to be like, oh, we at each other's necks. It don't have to be that. It could literally just be, oh, we're not really seeing eye to eye right now, or oh, we like our vibes just ain't lining up right now, or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This could be people in your family. This could be your friendships. These could be people at work. These karmic relationships right now are teaching you something about yourself. Everybody is a reflection of us, right? Something within us. It doesn't mean this is who we are at the core, right? You'd be like, they don't reflect me at all. But truthfully, if we are all source, most of the time, most of us, right? Well, when we come here, we all forget who we are and why we came. Most of us. A lot of us, if you're watching this, you're probably on the journey. You remember who you are, or you're on that journey of remembering. Some people never do that. But the relationships that we have with people, also the experience, but the relationships that we have with people are a great opportunity to learn learn about ourselves through our emotions, how we react to what people say or how people treat us, how we allow people to treat us, how we allow people to talk to us, how we react to people, how we talk to people, right? These relationships teach us how to see, face, and heal those shadows so that we can grow closer together as individuals, which is another form of us growing closer to ourselves and closer to the one source, right? So in these relationships that you're having, do not allow yourself to be a victim. Look at it and say, okay, this situation or this person is making me feel like X, Y, and Z. I'm pissed off. Okay, well, why am I pissed off? What about that pissed me off? Did they disrespect me? Am I offended? Did they hit an insecurity? Are they attacking my character? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Look at it and say, why is it making me feel this way? And then look at that emotion like, okay, well, why would I have this emotion to something that they said or something that they did? What in me, what story, what narrative, what piece of my identity is this thing trying to highlight for me, right? Give you an example. For a long time, I've worked with a company, and at some point I realized I need control of my time. I'm the type of person, I work hard. When I'm passionate about something, I'm going to keep at it. Boundaries, who? Right? In my old life. But it's something I'm still learning and still working through. But, you know, in that whole situation, I could have easily pointed the finger at the other person, the other people, like, oh, you're taking up all of my time. You won't let me breathe. You this, you that. But the truth of the matter is, people only take what you allow them to. So if I'm giving up all of this time, giving up all of this attention and energy, I'm choosing to do that. I can't blame nobody for that but me. And so what am I learning about myself in that? I'm learning that, oh, I need to set boundaries. Oh, I need to learn that there's a time to work and there's a time to rest, right? So all that to say, these karmic relationships are to teach you lessons about yourself. They're to help your soul grow, right? As we learn, we heal, we grow. That's what we're here to do. Now, Activated Earth talks about ley lines. It talks about magical places, in a sense, right? And yes, there are ley lines on the planet where you can go and embody that higher frequency, tap into that frequency, to do healing, to do manifestation, to, as we're talking about, rise into your divinity and your higher self, right? But it doesn't have to be those specific ley lines. It could be anywhere where you feel your best. It could be anywhere that you feel supported, anywhere that you feel like you're able to surrender, anywhere you feel joyous, right? Anywhere you feel these high vibrations. Nature, for example. Go to a park, lay in the grass, hug a tree, go to a waterfall, take a hike, right? Or wherever lights you up, wherever feeds your soul. That's going to be another way that you can rise and tap into the higher power that you've been seeking, the higher power that you've been searching for, right? We started out by talking about some of us we've had the breakthroughs, but like some of us are in between timelines, right? We know we're not in that old one. We're exiting that old life. We're exiting and shedding and releasing that old identity, but we don't exactly have concrete where we're going. We might have some ideas. We might have some pieces of it that are concrete. Some of us are getting to know ourselves again, right? That old identity we had for a good while, we just exited a 9-year cycle. So some of us are having to get to know ourselves again. And in doing that, in this process, in this journey, trust where you are led. You might say, oh, I need to take a new route to work today. You might say, oh, I'm going to drive through this neighborhood on my way home. You might say, ooh, I want to check out that new cafe they just opened. Trust where you're led, because you never know what is there waiting for you. It could be a resource, it could be an opportunity, it could be a person, it could be a smell that jogs your memory, it could be a song or a word that you hear that leads you to something else that you need to know, right? The synchronicities, the breadcrumbs. So trust where you're led. In order for things to change, in order to see different in your life, you got to do different, right? So go to different places, shake things up, and see what that activates in you, right? Also, going back to karmic relationships, don't forget the relationship with yourself, right? It always starts there. So if you're like, well, I'm not having any conflict in my relationships, well, the biggest conflict you might be having is in the relationship with yourself. And let's touch on that, because it makes so much sense, right? We're having the breakthroughs. We're in this liminal, this limbo space where we're between two timelines, between two identities. And so we're kind of like fighting our own self. We're fighting our old self to let go so that we can embody our new self. So in that, talk to your old self, right? Ask, hey, what do you need to move on? I honor you. I thank you for getting me to this point. I honor and thank you for everything that you've taught me. It's time for us to grow. What do you need to grow? What do you need to be released? What do you need to step back and watch as we grow, as we proceed to pick up what we need? Okay? And when we talk about soul growth, like, it's all about the lessons that we're here to learn. Are you still reacting to the same triggers that you were reacting to 5 years ago? When it's time to step into your purpose, when it's time to be all that you know you came to be, when it's time to pursue your goals, how are you self-sabotaging? That's the karmic relationship that you probably should be worrying about. How long can you be on the up and up before you sabotage and start to take those steps back? This isn't to judge yourself. This isn't to shame yourself. This isn't to shame yourself into, oh, I should have been, I should be, I need to be. This ain't none of that. This is, oh, what is that pattern? I want to work smarter, not harder, right? I want things to be easy for me. So instead of trying to force and change and do something different, I'm going to tweak this, I'm going to shift and do this at that time. I'm going to no, take a moment and be like, all right, okay, so the last time for 3 days, I was doing good, was doing everything I was supposed to do. And then on that fourth day, things changed. Did you get enough sleep? Did you get the nutrients that you needed? Like, pay attention to what the patterns are. Did somebody send you a text that had your head crazy, right? Pay attention to the patterns. Is it that you've worked hard for 3 days and on the fourth day you need rest? It's a shift in perspective. Oh, I'm not being lazy. Oh, I'm not reverting. I just need a little bit of rest to fuel my next moves. I just need this moment of stillness to receive and hear what I am to do next. So, just to kind of, bring us back, ground us a little bit. We're talking with Source about how we can get out of our own way, rise into our divinity, rise into everything we know we came to do and be, and how we can let things be easy for us. So Source is saying, number 1, let things be easy. Pay attention to how things come with ease. It could be I found a dime on the street. That's money that came to you with ease, right? Okay. Pay attention to those things. Every little thing, the momentum builds up. Pay attention to, number one, the relationship with yourself and the relationships that you have with other people day to day. When there's conflict, when there's tension, pay attention to what that brings up in your body and then investigate that. Figure out what it is you're meant to be learning from that person, from that moment, from that situation. Also, trust where you're led. Listen to your body. Listen to your intuition. Listen to those signs that you scrolling and it keep telling you to go here, try that. Listen to that. Trust where you're led. Go to new places and see how you can be activated. See how you can be inspired. See what opportunities may be there for you. Okay? Source, do you have any additional messages for us in this read? This is the Inner Temple Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Source, do you have any additional guidance for us? There's really 4 cards here, and I was not trying to read all of these, but I will read them briefly, okay? I will read them briefly. So we're getting Chamber of Manifestation. We're getting the Beauty Way. We're getting 2 duality or polarity cards, Plenty and Scarcity, and Inner Spring and Inner Autumn. So let us start with these polarity cards. The polarity cards show us obviously 2 sides to every situation. So we're getting Scarcity and Plenty, and we're getting Inner Spring and Inner Autumn. So what this tells us is that, and you can kind of see the Plenty and Inner Autumn. Well, anyways, we won't even get to that. What this tells us, so let's talk about Inner Autumn and Inner Spring. What happens in the autumn, in the fall? Things die, right? Things are falling off. We're shedding, we're releasing. So we just talked about this. A lot of us are shedding the old identity. There's still remnants. You can look outside right now, depending on where you are. Yes, it's fall. Matter of fact, we're in winter, but you still see that there are trees that have some leaves. A lot of them have shed, but some of them are still holding on. That's where we are right now. We're still shedding some of those old leaves, but we're preparing for our inner spring, right? So that inner spring being, we're shedding these old things, and now we've made room for new things to bloom, new things to grow, new things to be birthed, right? We're coming into that inner spring, that inspiration, that inner fire, that inner spark, okay? Scarcity and Plenty. Self-explanatory. As we're shedding that old self, that old timeline, we're leaving behind that scarcity mindset. We're leaving behind the timeline of, I don't have enough. The markets are oversaturated. There's not enough for me. I don't, like we're leaving lack behind. I don't have this. I don't have that. We have everything we need all of the time. We're moving into our season of plenty, where we know how abundant we are, where we know that we can make water out of wine, essentially saying that we have everything that we need, right? Source is going to provide us with everything that we need in every moment. So if we don't have it, well, number one, we don't need it at that time. But number two, what we know we already have was ours is ours. Whether we physically manifested it into this moment of time and space or not is the question, but it doesn't mean that we lack it, right? Being in a constant state of I don't have or I'm chasing something keeps you what? Not having and chasing it. But knowing that it's already yours and you're aligning to it, well, guess what? It aligns you to it, and then you manifest it into physical reality. So, to add on to our message of learning from our karmic relationships and trusting where we're led and going to new places, getting inspiration, getting activation, we are also continuing to shed what no longer serves us. So as we talked about, identifying those patterns, releasing those things, work through those shadows, work through those patterns, work through those triggers, figure out what you need to let them go so that you can continue nurturing your soil, plant new seeds, and have a plentiful summer, right? Plentiful spring, plentiful harvest, whatever, right? We're coming out of that old season. We're trying to move into our new season of plenty. We're not trying, we are doing. It's already done. It's already done. It's already done. Source, do you? Oh, child. And then I'm tripping. So those two cards, Chamber of Manifestation and the Beauty Way, lets us know, because we are in that limbo period between two timelines, or fresh stepped into that new timeline, we're in a season, we're in a chamber of manifestation, meaning we are in a time of creation, right? It's time to create the life that we want to live. It's time to, and when I say that, that doesn't mean, okay, yes, I'm going to go pursue all my goals right now. It's not the big grand, oh, I'm creating the life. It's literally every single day. How do I embody the version of myself that already has the things that I want? What are the things that I want? We're getting crystal clear on those things because we're in that chamber of manifestation where we can make it real. We're getting clear. We're feeling what we desire. We're feeling who we know that we are, our true self, right? Without the mask, without the delusion. We're feeling our way into all of that. And as we get clear and as we feel it, the more that we do, we're aligning to those frequencies, to those vibrations, which will, yes, attract the things to us in the physical, aka manifestation. The Beauty Way talks about, you know how we said, okay, pay attention to how easy it is to receive things day to day. Pay attention to what comes with ease day to day. The Beauty Way is about recognizing the beauty of life, right? Source, creation. It's beauty, right? The Beauty Way is literally embodying who you are as a creator to create and recognize beauty in your life. When I came to record this video, I could have left my pajamas on. I could have left my chunky twists in and my face dry and all of that, right? But no, I chose to make this a beautiful experience for you and for me. And so I took my twist out. I fluffed my hair up. I put some lip gloss on and some jewelry, right? It's the Beauty Way. I'm literally making love to life. I'm falling in love to life. That's what we're trying to do here. The life that we are seeking, full of pleasure, full of joy, full of ease, full of excitement, full of doing what we want to do. It starts right now with creating that in your life. The Beauty Way. So whatever a beautiful life means to you, whatever a beautiful life looks like for you, every single day you are focusing on, how can I create or manifest that right here, right now? So if it's, I want a soft life, well, maybe you wake up earlier so you can have a soft morning. You can drink your tea and do your journaling and your workouts and read your book before you gotta go answer emails or talk to everybody and their mama, right? How are you making your life beautiful, pleasurable, enjoyable? Source is telling us that's what we're doing right now. So yes, we've got our bigger vision, our bigger goals. We're in the chamber of manifestation right now, creating this iteration, creating what it looks like right now in this time, space, moment. And as we do that, that's going to help us align and bring in that bigger vision. Okay? Are y'all feeling me? Are y'all feeling me? And let me know in the comments what this is bringing up for you. Let me know in the comments what karmic relationships you're paying attention to. Let me know what old leaves you're still trying to shed. Let me know what version of yourself that you're stepping into. Okay? Higher self embodied. Let me know who that is for you. Source, you have one card to close us out. I'm getting two. I'm getting the High Priestess and the Ace of Cups, letting us know we are in a new emotional beginning. So again, as you're learning about yourself, as you're shedding those karmic relationships and old leaves, and you're paying attention to those emotions, so you're clearing out those patterns, those karmic patterns, right? That loop that we've been in, that 9-year cycle, we're cleaning up those remnants, and we're being presented with new emotional beginnings. This could be like new inspiration. We've talked about this in one of these other cards, child. Whatever one it was, you heard me say it. New inspiration, new creations, overflow, right? Overflow of everything that we've been working for, everything that we've been working towards, everything that we've been feeling towards. The High Priestess lets us know, like, the High Priestess being the final card, this is what we're trying to embody, right? Our higher priestess, priestess, whoever you are, this is who we are trying to step into. This is who we know ourselves to be. And so the time and space that we're in right now, it's like a test. But don't think of it like this your final exam, pass or fail. Think of it like, all right, we've been in the sandbox. We've been practicing our tricks. We've been exploring different things within ourselves, within our worlds, within our realities. Are we ready to stand tall in our knowing? Are we ready to put that crown on, get out of our own way finally, get over ourselves finally, and just be who the fuck we know we came to be? That's what we're meant for, right? We came asking Source, what do I need to do? How do I get out of my own way? How do I fully rise into my divinity, into my higher self, into my next greatest version? This closing card lets us know you're still on your way. Don't feel like you're not. Don't doubt yourself. You're going to create backwards momentum. Stay true to your knowing, regardless of how you feel. Stay true to your knowing, because all of the work that you're doing is leading you to that. And this is your time. This is your time. I don't know about y'all, but literally the past week, I've been like, I'm over it. Like, I'm over it. Wrap this shit up. I'm ready. I'm ready to get out of my own way. I'm ready to stop making it hard. I'm ready to stop overthinking it. I'm ready to stop trying to perfect it. I'm ready to just get out here and do it. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, so if you don't take nothing else from this video, friends, in order for you to push through into this next level, continue on into this timeline, the work doesn't stop. Continue to pay attention to the patterns, continue to heal and release those remnants of that old timeline. Continue to recognize when and where your older self, the old timeline self, tries to step in and take control. Recognize it. And when you recognize it, pause and say, nope. We're cutting that loop off. We're cutting that loop off. Now, we're embodying that higher self. We're embodying that new timeline. We're choosing our desires. We're choosing the identity. We're choosing the identity that embodies, that maintains the frequency of what we want, that maintains the frequency of who we know that we are. We're closing out that old loop, and we're continuing to step forward. Trust where you're led. Go try new places. Go out and be inspired. Learn from your relationship with yourself. Learn from your relationships with other people. Shed those old remnants. Think and feel about everything that you want to create, everything that you want to be. Know that you already have everything that you need all of the time. Know that everything you wants you back, and it's on its way to you. Create beauty in your life right now. Make everything beautiful. Make the life that you want happen here right now, because that's the power that you hold. And as you do that, come back and let me know how it goes. I would love to hear about who you are and who you're becoming. Okay? If this message resonates with you, drop a comment, let me know. If you feel like you need a personal, drop a comment and let me know, and we can set that up for you. I love you. I know that you're going to be all that you came to be, because we ain't here to play no more. So I'm looking forward to the magic that you bring to this world. I love you, and we will talk soon. Bye.